Well, YouTube, I like to take a walk into the night and talk a little bit about the video I made. Sorry I haven't been doing many videos. I'm trying to keep up with my video making, but I'm falling behind. I see that I'm falling behind on a lot of views. Ugh. But I need to defend myself just in case one day the video I made is, of course, looked at and wrongfully taken into consideration. But I had made a video about Gypsy Blanchard, and I was, like everybody else, for the abuse, for the surgeries, for the mental endurance that this poor girl endured through life. I'm still all for that. But lately I've been hearing and seeing a lot of social media comments about Gypsy Rose and what she has been doing. And if Gypsy Rose happens to see this video, I think you want to take into some consideration and listening to someone who not only battles mental health, but has literally lived with mental health people throughout my whole life. And you, my little girl, has a serious case of mental health. But you remember one thing: it is not your fault. It is your mother's fault. And you, into getting that free card, or shall I say get out of jail free card, for a heinous crime and being one of the most luckiest people on earth, should have taken advantage of the life you should have put together. I swear to God, little girl, you got a lot of growing up to do. Your father is right that you are a young mind in a 30-something plus year old body. You definitely are stuck in your teenage years. And if I was to give you any advice, and like I said, I want to back up my thoughts and theories and how I think, yes, she should have gotten out of jail. But now I'm not flip-flopping, but in a way it isn't too late. Because, right, everybody calling her a manipulator, calling her this, calling her that, calling her a con artist, which of course she's going to learn all this stuff. She learned it from her mother. She learned from the best. And for this girl to come out of jail, and what she should have done, what should you have done, Gypsy Rose? And I would give you this advice, and hopefully you would take into mind to it. That when you got out of jail, and it's still not too late, with your $3 million you invested, and, if it is true that this girl is asking people for free gifts, free this, free that, you definitely have taken your mother's place. And what I would like to say is that this could still be fixed. Someone had ratted you out in one of your jailmates saying that you did not take therapy in jail. As you said in an interview to the Kim Ass Dashian, one of the worst people you could have had an interview with, that they wouldn't allow you. No, I'm sorry there, kid. Little girl. I was an alcoholic, very bad. When I went to jail for violating my probation, I was offered treatment. And in that treatment, I got therapy. I had classes that I graduated with diplomas, victim impact, of course, the course of the place where I went, because I was, made a lot of people my victims being an alcoholic and blaming it on everybody. No, I should have stopped my drinking when I did my first crazy thing. And I got a lot of things, boy, that I should be dead and not here. But not only was I struggling with depression and alcoholism, I have a bad mentalism myself. I have suicidal tendencies and homicidal tendencies. So I'm just about up there with you, little girl, if I seriously or would want to kill somebody. I mean, it would be in, of course, pure self-defense. It would not be an innocent person. It wouldn't be doing it the way you did it, but self-defense. You had an option to have self-defense, yes. You kind of did it in the wrong way, but you did have the self-defense option. But now what I'm trying to get to here is, right, what you should have done instead of becoming pretty much your mother. You should have got out and offered each charity that your mother took from. You should have offered all them their money back and continued to put into their charity. You, instead of this, oh, it's fire. Oh, I call him Sunny D. Should have not been thinking about sex. Oh my God. You needed to mature to a woman. Still a child in a woman's body. You're nothing but a child's mind in a woman's body. You're out there making these gesture comments and attacking people about your Chad. Girl, please. Kid, please. The last thing on your mind should have been getting right into the victim impact. Victim impact. And help other victims. You know, I went into an AA meeting one time and I was all against AA. But I said, hell with it. I'll tell my story today. And I was flat right out blunt with everything on target. Sitting there, why am I in here with a bunch of people like you? You come in there 4 or 5 times. Some people been there 6 in jail. They sit there and they complain, they hate it. Oh, I gotta look at the wall all the time. I can't do this. The nasty mother effers and this and that and blah, 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 blah. But they go back and they go back and they go back and they go back. Me, I got a standing ovation on my little speech at the AA meeting. And the people running the AA meeting said, well, that's enough for today, I guess. I guess we'll close it up from here. And they literally shut down the meeting after my speech. That's right. And what I had said was, being in this jail with all you nasty farting, burping, snotting, spitting, you know, all this disgusting stuff. I got a woman out there. I got kids out there. And it was just around the time after the Twin Towers were hit. You know, the war was still going on. And here I am sitting in the jail with a bunch of nasty farting, burping, stinking. Oh my God, man, it was enough. You know, I would like you to picture this. I've been in jail too, Miss Rose, Blanchard, Gypsy. And I'm sorry, but I'm not bullying you. The way you're doing things right now is Gypsy. And been in jail not as long as you, but long enough. I did a year in jail. And I'll tell you something. I haven't been back, nor have I done any stupid drinking. Because I knew I would have to stop, and I did. Cold turkey. I didn't go to no detox. I didn't go to no more AA meetings, because my AA meetings were my kids. Which right now, yes, we have a kid on the way. Woof. Now, if you can just focus on that kid, focus on your life, focus of growing up to be a real woman, then maybe, because I don't know, because you, right, your mother did a lot of damage off in your mind. And one thing I did learn in jail, that mental abuse is worse than physical abuse. And you know what? I feel stupid, idiot, dumb for going off and saying, how the hell is mental abuse worse than physical abuse? But you had a lot of physical abuse, yes you did. But the mental abuse is what your mother gave you the worst. And of course, they came back with their answer of, because, right, think about it as the guy's tapping his head. Physical abuse goes away, scars, will be there, but they can heal up. Mental abuse does not. And you have severe mental abuse there, Miss Gypsy Rose. Severe. Your mother left you in a life of havoc, chaos, and destruction. And I'm for damn sure if you did not do what you did to your mother, she would have eventually run out of doctors to go to and would have killed you. And just say, oh, she died because no one wanted to treat her. Nobody wanted to fix her the right way. I knew she was sick and you didn't know and you would have been dead. That's right. So if you look at that in that perspective, Miss Gypsy Rose, people of YouTube, she would have been dead anyways, because, right, she would have ran out of the sources that were going to catch up with her and say, you're doing all this to her and there's nothing goddamn wrong with her. What is wrong with you, Miss Blanchard? And like I just said a few minutes ago, what you should be doing right now is focusing on other victims, putting yourself in that predicament to grow up to be a woman. And that's right. Get out of your childhood fantasies. And your father said it, right? Trips are good to do. Yes, I've done plenty of trips with my family. Florida, Orlando, off to the old Universal Park. Great times. But you know what? This year I have bills to pay. I literally have a pug that lost 20 teeth. Bills. And as I'm sitting here trying to juggle my life, juggle my YouTube channel, because this is where I really want to be, giving thoughts, theories, ideas, and trying to make the world laugh and feel good and try and bring utter peace if I can, to the world in my own way. But it ain't doing so well, so hey. But I do want to put in my 2 cents about you, because of the simple fact that I was all for you when you got out of jail is right. And I thought you would have got done and did the right thing, but your fire and your Sunny D is not important. You should have grew up a little bit more before you had that child too, but there you went. In some ways, I'm sorry to say it, and it sucked to say, but that kid ain't what's gonna bring you right now happiness. That kid is not gonna bring you right now what you need in life to grow up. That kid is very hard work. In the way your mental health is right now, little girl, is gonna affect that baby's mind. And if you're not prepared, because no pregnancy, no baby comes with instructions, you're going to have a rough one. And if it comes out colic, if it comes out intellectually disabled, anything down the line because of what your treatment and everything you went through and endured in life as a person that your mother put you through is going to affect that baby. You're not thinking. You are not thinking. And I think everybody these days that wants kids should be going through a 2-week, maybe even a month course on how to live with newborns and up to teens. Whatever, how much time would cover that? 3-4 months, hell, even a year wouldn't be enough time, but I think a year, like in college, should be one course, a college course. And it should be people like me that have disabled kids, not the books that you read, not these stupid friggin' universities with their degrees and their diplomas and their child psychology, because goddamn you, them books don't tell you everything. And we're still learning about mental health in this world. And you have severe mental health, Miss Gypsy. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to pick on you here. I'm just trying to make you wake up and think. You are doing everything all wrong. You need to step back, and do a little more time with yourself. With individuals like yourself trying to grow up, trying to become that adult that was taken away from them as a child to learn to be. That's right. You don't need no child psychology for that. You need experience. Someone off the streets. And it's safe to say I got the rights to say that, because I've been through a lot in my life, and when my kids came along, it even got worse. Absolutely worse. And every day being homeless 5 times. And trying to keep my sanity with 4 boys. Mind you, 4 boys. And each one with their own disabilities, mental health. Trying to deal with all 4 of them. I don't even know how I did it. But I can tell you something. I had a principal from the Leominster High School. Only had 3 kids. I was sitting at the table as I was having a meeting with for my second oldest son, and the damn trouble he was getting into. And the guy sat there and said, I don't know how you do it. What you're doing right now, he said, I don't know how you do it, and I wouldn't even be able to do it because of my son's severe mental health. He wouldn't even want to walk in my shoes, and he said it to my face. So, if that tells you something, that I had an educated man tell me, praising me for being whatever he thought I was, I take that highly in the recommendations. Because why? Because I have the street smarts, what people do not have. Your mother had the street smarts of a con artist. And there's two different things. And that is definitely one of them. Being con street smarts. I mean, I will not lie and deny I do have some of that in me too, because of course where I come from, and you would not last in my shoes, would have to do some of the things that you do, and it ain't a bad thing in ways, but hey, it's how life is. Hey, it's how life is. But you, on the other hand, got a free handout. You got a story to be told, and mine still needs to be told. And there's a lot of reality shows out there that I think are just pointless and disgust me. And that's someone like, Mama June, Family Crisis. You want to talk about a bad show? And you, Miss Gypsy, is turning your show also into a bad show. So hopefully you take this advice. If anybody wants to leave a comment box if I forgot anything, but I pretty much covered everything to back up my story on what I think of Gypsy Rose when she got out of jail. But now, yeah, it's kind of like, I'm not completely turning away. I'm not going to flip-flop, because she still got some time to think about what I said to do. Give to them charities. Get with other victims. Stop thinking about our goddamn Chads, which is a ridiculous, stupid name. Oh, man. Just a joke. 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 And get your life together. Start learning how to be a true mother, which you're going to have to squeeze that in now with your growing up to be a real woman. And, life ain't going to be nice. Especially now that you've been screwing around with people's emotions. Like your husband. Cheating. You're lucky. If you want to read something, go read the old book from the 1800s about adultery. The Scarlet Letter. And it happened right here in Boston, Massachusetts. Shame on you. I am definitely one man who is old-fashioned and learned in my own ways. One woman, your kids, that's it. Not run here, not run to this one, that one, this one. I wanted quality in life, not quantity. And that's what it seems like you're showing everybody. Because you already screwed up something. And I don't see this next one lasting either. So, hey, if she gets this message, she gets it. If she don't, she don't. But this is how I feel. I'm backing up from what I said when she got out of jail. And this is all half-assed backwards is right. Till that next video, people be safe, take care, and try not to do what the lollipop says and be a dum-dum. That's right. Out.